Okay, we'll get started soon. I'm trying to see no one's showing up in the dashboard for some reason as being here, and the comments aren't um, showing up either. So I'll just manage comments from my phone. I was trying to make it show up in the stream, but for some reason that is not happening. All right, can everyone see my terminal well? I'm on a ultra wide monitor, and so it might look small in the stream. All right, so thanks for coming in. Anyone who's late, they can watch the replay after the stream is done. But basically, what I want to share with you is two things. We're live coding the. Let me turn on my camera for you. We're live coding uh, the group portal basically, so that we can keep in contact with each other. There are a lot of cool things that we have designed for it, but I'm also demonstrating how to use specifically Claude Code, but any other AI coding tool to really increase the velocity at which you can produce products. So, about me, I just finished a 6 year tenure at Microsoft, where I was on the ISE team, and basically what we do is help large customers for Microsoft deliver. Um, we help them deliver uh, prototype projects. Well, not just prototype, but they actually go into production using the Azure cloud. I was specifically focused on IoT and AI integration. So I got to see a lot of cool projects while I was there. Um, Over the last few years, our mandate was to use AI assisted coding to more or less be thought leaders in the field. And so I took those practices and I started applying them to my own projects. What One thing that I built was Arachne, which is a which is an AI runtime that basically gives you um, Docker-like capabilities for deploying agents, RAG pipelines, um, workflows, and things like that. Is where And I delivered this first beta version in less than a month. We have over. I can just click the GitHub link. We have over 46,000 lines of code. It's deploying to Azure. CI/CD is set up. Full set of unit test suites, including including what is this word? Smoke tests. So UI test. So whenever a PR is ready, I can verify that the system isn't broken by just running my smoke test suite. And I did all of this. I haven't written a single line of code for this project. It's all written by Claude, including extensive documentation, developer guides, and the portal that you saw on Arachne AI. I hate this default page for Edge. It's like so much spam. So all of this was also written by Claude, developer documentation. The blog was written by myself. So, but this was done and completed in 30 weeks, and I can show you one of the features. So I created an agent that has full knowledge of the Magic the Gathering rules, and now I can test it in the sandbox. I can ask, I've asked a series of difficult questions and interactions for magic cards, and I'm trying to think of one. What happens when you humility and opalescence? And so it'll actually explain it, but humility is a card that says all creatures lose all of their abilities and become 1/1 creatures. And opalescence turns all enchantments into creatures. So it'll also transform humility into a creature, and humility strips all abilities of creatures away. So in theory, humility would strip its own ability to strip away abilities. But because of how the magic rules work, there's an interesting interaction. Okay, so it gives a very detailed rule-based suggestion, and basically and so it basically says, yeah, all creatures will have no abilities, and it answers it correctly. Basically, this is part of the magic judge testing, is to understand like really detailed interactions that are complicated based on how rules work. But basically, intuitively, you'd think that humility would remove its own ability and therefore not not affect all creatures. But because of layering and interactions and stuff like that, the ability that humility use remains in effect. And so you could think of things like, a legal assistant to help search for prior case law and stuff like that. You could create that very simply. And RAG pipelines are pretty intricate to set up, but you get that basically a drag and drop experience in Arachne. And again, like I said, I built all of this in 30 days. And so this is the ability and velocity that. Oh no, I'm not typing. I'm sorry. I'm demonstrating the website. I forgot to transition to show the website. But yeah, you can, goodness, I should have, sorry, I'm probably going to have some growing pains with my StreamYard for a bit. But yeah, so you can see how powerful this allows you to be with developing software. I'll show one more thing. I use Claude Code basically as my executive agent. And so if I go to my dashboard, this is my personal dashboard running on my computer. Of course, it's not running right now. Let me start it up. Well, let me go ahead and transition to show the code. And actually, I'll just go ahead and bring up Claude right now. I don't need to resume anything. Sure, let's go here. And so basically, as I've been working with Claude, I've been developing utilities to help me be more proficient. And basically, I treat it almost as my executive assistant. There we go. All right, so now it should be up, and I can show you my dashboard. So again, this was all written with Claude, you know, like as I was working on things and looking at what's important. I said, you know, hey, let's track this. So I have my task list on the side. I have a portfolio of projects that I'm working on. I have competitor intel for my product, and then like job tracking and like inbound job opportunities. It can look sorted by contractor FTE. Also have it scoring the inbound contact opportunities based uh, on metrics that I say are important. So beyond that, uh, yeah, I'll run through this demo again because I didn't have it on screen. But basically, creating a knowledge base is basically uploading the files that you want. So I can show you this here again. Yeah, let's go with this. And so now I've created the knowledge base, and now I can create an agent that references it. Oh, spelled that wrong. And I just add in the knowledge base, and it injects it handles all of the retrieval and stuff internally. So now, hopefully, we don't get any demo gremlins. Now it shows that it has the knowledge base attached, and now if I ask it a question, the answer will pop up based off of the sources. And so it also gives you references like where in the document it 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 retrieved that information from. So that is the RAG pipeline in a box with no needing to wire it up yourself. It does the chunking, it does the embedding, it does storage into a knowledge vector base, and then it also does the retrieval for you and injects it into the prompt, all without your intervention. We also have observability, so all of the messages that have gone out. We've got analytics to show your number of requests, latency, tracking cost, and we also have the concept of conversations, which I don't have any in there yet, but basically you can go in and look at the actual conversation between you and the AI. So what we're going to do is apply this same technique to build up what's currently being called BlackNode, and this is based off of Lashana spec. And I'll just go to Google Drive. I have something that was shared with me. And we'll watch that right quick because that's what we're going to use to do
I decided to attend church a little bit early today. And so anyways, I'm going to just do this this video for you to see what this network is. I started building this about 8 months ago and didn't really get too far into it because I'm super busy. Um, but yeah, so the concept of this network is for it to be a member portal. Um, Ideally for Black web developers, programmers, engineers, and techs. That is sort of what my gist is to get Black techs to join as a membership. It could be free, and then there's tiers of membership that they can join. But um, the members of this network, there is a community portal, and then there's a public facing portal. So members who opt in to have their profiles open to the public will have the ability to be featured as professionals in the main portal. So basically, what you're looking at right here is if you went to the website. Right now I'm calling this BlackNode. It could be anything. It could even be BlackWPT.com, which is probably what I would like for it to be. Um, but yeah, I call this BlackNode for now. But basically, what you're looking at right now is a bunch of featured professionals. These are members of the organization. And these are members who have said that they are okay or they want to have their profiles and their skill set available to the public. So the public could come to this site and search for a professional based off of what expertise that they're looking for. Um, I didn't really get too far into the logic of it, but this is sort of what it is. This is the public can come here and search for talent. They can come here and discover talent. Let's see, this was working the other day. They can explore the community. They can look for machine learning engineers. They can look for TypeScript engineers. They can look for security. These are people, members of the organization who, like I said, who have elected to be um, basically posted on the site, posted on the application. And then they can come in. There's also gigs. So the community, which people who are not members, it could be anyone, it could be somebody white, it could be somebody black. The community can come here and add a gig um, to this portal. So these are gigs that the community non-members are posting, looking for work, looking for workers. So think of this as like a freelancer.com. Which you don't see in the top nav. There should be another sign in, like sign in as the public or something like that at the top, that would allow the public to come in and create these jobs. So I would like to really really build this piece out because I feel like a lot of our black techs are open for gig work and contract work and freelance work. So this would allow the companies to get in and create a portal and excuse me a job or a role or a gig, and then our members would be able to apply. So you clicked on apply, you basically would be taken to either create an account or sign in, and then I wanted to have tiers where you can be a free member, and you could be a free member, but if you want to apply for jobs, and if you want to have certain features within the application, you would need to be a paid member. It could be something like $4.99 a month. I don't know, something for us to talk about. Then there's a business directory. So a lot of our members have their own business, right? This is black owned, support black owned business directory, and we could even extend this to be black and brown. I'm open for that. I feel like we do need something of our own. So I'm curious to hear you all's thoughts on this. But these are member organization, member businesses, and there's some featured businesses that we would feature for free. And then you could come down, and these are the various members businesses that we showcase here, and then the public can actually come here and contact them. So this particular business, Infrascale Technologies, their DevOps and infrastructure, the public can come here and contact them and reach out to them. So it's a business directory. There is a freelance portal, and you know, it's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's go into the actual portal. All right. So right now we're looking at the application as if we are a member. All right. On the left side, you'll see rooms. Rooms are basically discussion forums. They're areas of discussion threads. My chapter is, once you become a member, I want to revamp our chapter. Um, Years ago, we used to have active chapters. They were doing meetups every 2 weeks. We were I was bringing in sponsors to provide funding for a chapter to hold a meeting that would pay for drinks and food. I want to bring that back. I want to start the chapters again. There's messages, there's notifications, there's my posts, my connections, the job board, and then events. And that we can extend this out to be all kinds of stuff. But the concept of this is to have like these specific rooms about different things. And you go to the career and growth room, and you know it's people typing in things about how to grow their careers, and topics. There is a section right here. It's kind of like a Facebook, um, kind of like a Facebook post thing, and the goal is for this to be sort of our main room. So right now you're technically in the main room, and but the other posts here are from connected rooms. So rooms that exist in the platform. Not only are you seeing people who are in the main room posting, but you're also seeing some of the popular posts that come from different rooms. So I wanted to keep that as an open channel to be able to communicate. You can even want to have, right now you can share a photo, a link, and a tag, but I want to have it where you could even share a piece of code. Like you can pop in a piece of code. I mean, nowadays we got AI, so we don't have a lot of people collaborating on code like that anymore. You got the AI to do it. But the thought was, if you had a question or you wanted to share I don't know, maybe you wrote a function and you were looking for advice on how to execute it, and you just wanted to share a piece of code. The goal is to have that available. On the left side again, it talks about who your chapter is. So you would basically be able to come here, look at your chapter events. You'd be able to come here and go to your chapter page, and then it shows all the other chapters. We got Bay Area, Atlanta, Seattle, Washington. And so those are the key parts of it. On the right side is a typical, social network style, who's online. It also shows which rooms are the most active. Pin posts that were pinned from different people, and then member only jobs. So jobs that are basically all of the jobs would be member only. So the ones that you saw on the public facing site, those are open to members only. You have to be a member to access them. But what it's doing is making these member only jobs is allowing me and us, the creators of this thing, to go and intentionally find recruiters who are who we can have exclusive access and rights to their jobs, to accept a certain number of interviews from our network. And so I have a concept of that, of really just trying to provide jobs explicitly to us, and not us having to go through the channels that everybody else go through to get a job. But instead, they can come right here. These are jobs that are intentionally posted from recruiters specifically for our network. There's upcoming events. There are suggested connections. There's stats about the community, and so yeah, that's the concept of this. There is, let me see. Oops. There's a community feed. So you know, if you want to see, so this is more or less for people who are not members, or yeah, um, who have just logged in. Like I mentioned on the main public facing site, that there should be another login button for just anybody who wanted to come in. But this is basically a feed of conversations that are happening within the community that are more public, that we deem as public. You can browse the members of the community. This is someone who may not be a member. You can see messages. Community members can send up to 5. 3 remaining today. Let me see what else do I. There's that, and then business. Okay. And then if you are a business, if you are a public facing business, doesn't matter what color you are, you can come in and create on that main public facing site. You can come in here and create an account and post your jobs here. And so, oh, excuse me, no, this is business from a member perspective. So if you're a member and you have a business, you can come here and create. No, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. This is because I'm looking at the left side. This is a business who comes here and creates an account and wants to post gigs. So if you want to post gigs, you can come in here and no. This is a business manage message from potential clients. Yeah, so this is. I'm sorry. I haven't opened this in a while. This is a members business page. So if like on the main page, let's see, localhost, and then we go to the business directory, and then you have, where did it go? Here it is. This is a members business. So as a member, you can create a business page. That's a different tier of membership. But once you get your business page, this is it, basically. And you can come here and you can look at clients who have went to the public-facing website and have submitted the contact form. We're looking for a mobile developer. We're looking for a quote request for a full stack development. We're looking for a cloud migration person. So this is basically the business page for the members. It's a different tier of service, but it's really, really useful, I think, with the members being able to have a, having a place to post their business and services. And then the last part that I would say, there's a few other pages in here, but I'm just going to show this last one. And this is with the job board. This is member only job board. And then you come in here and search and literally apply directly from the website, from our site, not be taken to LinkedIn or taken somewhere else, but actually make the connection with the recruiter directly from the portal. Yeah. And so so this was my concept. I know that I feel like with the other people who keep posting about we need our own thing, we need our own portal, we need our own whatever, I think between those other ideas that are unique and this, even if it doesn't look like this is just me fooling around vibe coding and trying to get my idea out of my head. But like I was looking at like some of the members in the group who come up with some amazing ideas surrounding what could be in this sort of portal. combining those with what you all think, I think we could potentially have something. Give me your thoughts.
All right, that is uh, that is Black Code or BlackNode. So now we want to get that um, into into Claude so that we can start developing it. So what I'm going to do is just download it. Yeah, download anyway. All right, it's coming down. And then what we can do is come over to our to Claude Code and look for it. So now what Claude is going to do is break down the video. I could use a multinodal agent like ChatGPT is multinodal. So that's going to run in the background. But basically, our process starts with specking. You know, like a lot of people will just go in and uh, start trying to code it out by hand. But creating a spec uh, is definitely your first step, and especially for something that's more than a simple like chat app or to-do list. What y'all think of the the demonstration so far. Is there anything that you feel could be added or enhanced? I normally run with permission mode totally turned off. But let's be safe here. Off the top of my head, I could think of a few things to enhance. So I am a true believer in semantic search, and what that is basically rather than, typically you have keyword search and SoundX uh, um, algorithms that allow you to get, search for the exact match in a body of knowledge. But semantic search enhances that by searching based um, on the meaning of your search of your query. So when you saw that little search bar, search for a software engineer with AI experience, um, like that search is hard to really execute um, with traditional searching tools. Um, but with semantic search, it would take that natural language query and turn it um, into a vector based on AI algorithms, and basically it will match that vector, across your knowledge base. So as we create our profiles, that semantic search would match against those profiles with those capabilities. I think that'll be a huge leverage. And then also, with the feed and conversations, you can also apply semantic search for that as well. So it is currently processing the transcript, and hopefully it'll come back soon. This is all live, so I'm not taking any shortcuts or like saying like, oh, I've already prepared this. I want y'all to understand what my process looks like. So it's running through Whisper to basically give us a transcript of the video, and then it's taking screenshots from various parts of the video. Let me see if I can so I'm running it in the background so it can talk to me. Oh, so it's giving us a highlight. And it's creating an initial spec for us. Live stream. All right, so it created an initial spec. So it's there in BlackNode spec. We can look at it from so it's very detailed based off the video. And we can talk once it's fully done, like it's integrating the transcription now. Once it's done, we can talk about it and hand it off to an agent team to start implementing it. And what's awesome is like the agent team, I've trained it to handle full software development life cycle. I have different roles based on based on characters from the matrix that address different areas of the system. Okay, and so at the bottom are open questions. What tech stack? How are we going to do real time? How are we going to do search? Talking about chapters, verification, moderation, mobile migration, AI search. So they already hit that up, and pricing. Okay. Tell her to make it 3, and then we'll head out. All right. So let's see what. Let's go back to. All right, it's asking me for permissions again. And so we got a really great start just off the video, but it's doing the narration in an update. And so now we're going to make this. Right now, the markdown is definitely readable by the AI, but why don't we go ahead and make a nice style for for human readers? So, talking more about my process, um, I break down the projects I'm working on into a projects directory, and one folder for each project. Where when you open Claude, within that folder, it it gets the context of that project, and so the agent teams and all of the interaction with Claude will know to look specifically at the project specific um, artifacts. But right now, I'm working in the top level um, Claude directory. So I added a folder to my computer where Claude basically lives. Yeah, no problem on hosting it. I think this is the most important skill that we can pick up right now because this is what's eventually going. Like right now, the top level tech companies are expecting you to know that, and it's going to filter down to throughout tech. And basically what we're going to end up being more than a more important skill than coding. Um, AI does that. AI does that meticulously if you give it the right constructs and context. Um, what we're going to be is more like product managers, where we take over an entire product, and you can do that in a team base, but like I said, single-handedly, I um, delivered an entire AI runtime system um, in a month. It's got over 57,000 lines of code, and it deploys in CI/CD to Azure, and that's more or less the bar right now. For getting a job, and it also opens the realm of you know actually taking your side projects and accelerating them and turning them into real businesses. So right now I'm in an accelerator with a startup accelerator, and I'm using Claude Code to really um, learn about my business, learn about you know um, um, like what are potential users, what do they look like, what do they design. I'm using it to write my pitch deck, and you know it's really helping me grow as an entrepreneur. All right, so that's the old one. So now that that's there, we can actually just open. And so let me switch over to the browser. And now you can see our spec is laid out in like matching the colors of the system even. So it's got the entire design system already embedded. And so that's our spec, even with the design system, color palette, UI patterns, technical architecture, how it's going to break it down, some of the initial data models, monetization level. I think $5 a month for this platform is would be a really great entry point, and give great value. We can partner with other providers who do like diverse talent. Like there's Black Tech Pipeline, where people actually come to her directly to get their jobs listed for Black talent. Um, and we could partner with tools like that, or even become our own. Um, and it's really, this is just what we did, about 10 minutes to parse the video. We watched the video ourselves to get an understanding of it. And yeah, we already have a good foundation. So now what we can do is start answering these questions. I'd like your input on it. What do we prefer? Um, and let's go ahead and and get started with the next phase, which is like really digging into the spec, refining it, And again, this becomes a discussion with Claude. And let me bring up Claude again. I can close this window. Okay, so all right, Claude decided to code switch on me. All right, so where we're going right now is building locally. I named, I picked my team from characters from the Matrix. I don't see Morpheus. Oh yeah, there he is. He's the Scrum Master. Um, I picked Cipher as the pen tester because, of course, he was the inside agent who who kind of undermined the crew of the of the Nebuchadnezzar. Um, the architect does the domain modeling. The Merovingian does impact analysis. All right. I think that's good in terms of what roles we need for the team. So I have tools for standing up a team for a project. Um, and basically what it is doing is running through it. And while it's doing that, let's go to so it's creating their initial prompts for each team member. What you're going to love is when we ask Trinity to make a U.S. systems design document, because she does amazing work. Let me show you. The web weaver. Oh no. Let me bring up the browser. So this is the design system she made for my personal blog, and well, it's basically a sample doc showing the typography, color scheme, and stuff like that. But we made it in 3 colors: dark, light, and light is too bright for me. I hate really bright schemes, but some people like it. And then we also added in an in between, a medium. So it's for people who don't like dark, and so it created a full like demonstration of different elements for the for the for my personal site. And if you look at my current site, it's time. Oh wait. Oh wow. Did I actually freaking apply it already? Wow, it's applied. Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's a surprise to me. I didn't know I actually built it out. All right. So, yeah. So that's what that's Trinity's new design in action. Let's see my about page. Need to update this. Need to update this. Cool. Let's see what Claude is doing. Oh, yeah, we want to always allow it. Let's switch back to the terminal for y'all. I think I need to get a one of those control boxes that allow me to do all this switching without manually going in. All right, so now it's creating the default Claude MD. All right, and it says we're ready. Go to the Nexus project. I have that open in a separate window down here. Team charter is there. So let's go. We're going to do that. I use bypass permissions because I don't want to sit there like hit and enter 20 million times to approve all of the stuff they need to do. All right. And Claude doesn't inherently know about the agent teams, so you have to like remind it. Make sure I'm showing the right screen. All right, so we're going to run out of tokens before the window resets. So we'll stop when it starts saying that the tokens are out. We should be able to get to at least turn on plan mode. Let's read his plan. All right. That looks like it understands what we want it to do, right? Let's go for it. Okay, Lashana wants to join in, so I'm going to do a video call with her and bring her in.
Can you?
Yep.
Oh, it's delayed. I see.
Yeah. Let's see. This might be it. Nope, that's not it. There we go. All right. And I'll drag this over. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see me?
Yep. You should be on the video now.
Let me see. Where is it?
Or soon.
Okay. Oh, I see me now. Yay. OBS, man.
Yeah. Let's see. It should take a second before it comes in.
Okay, so I guess I can turn the audio off on here. That way it will not echo.
Right. Let's see if. Yep. Okay. You're in.
There's still a significant delay, at least I think. And then I'm
I
inviting.
set it to do real time, but yeah, it's like about 30 seconds delayed.
But I think it's through the Facebook, not through Messenger call. Because I can hear you directly through Messenger with no problem, but I think the Facebook audio is delayed.
Yeah, it'll start showing up soon.
All right, and I'm inviting some folks in here because I just told everybody that I didn't even do that. My bad. Okay, this is cool.
All right.
My bad. I've been up all night. Okay, jeez. All night. No, we were fundraising, so we were like engaging in sending out emails and just reaching out to investors and stuff. So it's been quite interesting. Let's just say that. Spent lots of time moving around. This is what is this? This is Claude? Claude Code? And now I'm having my lunch too. I was actually up pretty early. I was up super early this morning. And I went to sleep probably about maybe 6. And I'm just getting up and getting active myself. So, yeah. Let me see, where did it go? Where did the screen go?
There we go. Okay, now I finally figured out how to do agent teams. So now that they should, the tmux panes will pop up for each agent.
Nice. What is it? Claude?
Yeah, it's Claude Code. Yeah. So we downloaded your video, had Claude create a spec based on the video.
Wow.
Let me show you. Let me switch that
How
over
hard
so
to
you
do
can see
that?
it on the.
That's wow.
I minimized it so. All right. Get you on there.
I'm having my lunch too, so.
Browser. Oh, this isn't good. For some reason, like gets covered up when I. Oh, yeah, because it's behind in front of the browser. Okay. All right. So this is the spec that it made from your video, and
Nice.
it's going to be delayed because um, it's not showing to you directly. I'm going to um, I'm going to use StreamYard the next time, and that has
Uh,
a lot of nice features to make it easier to share and talk in real time.
yeah, same here. Sweet.
But yeah, it did like a
So, wow, I did it from the video?
yeah.
Wow,
So like
that's crazy.
it captured frames from your video, um, and then did an audio transcription and applied all of that together to make a spec.
Mm, that's crazy.
But
That's wild.
and now what we're doing is having our agent teams look over look over the specs. Trinity created a UI spec, which you should be able to look at as well.
And we also have our, you're not in this meeting tonight, Michael, but we have our hackathon board meeting tonight. So for anybody who's listening or listening later on, our hackathon happens on the 24th of April. So we are blessed to have some sponsors who's sponsoring cash and an amazing board team, a team of board members who are helping plan this thing, and they're awesome. So be looking on, be on the lookout for updates on that too. Figure out how to share this. Copy the link. I'm still here, Michael. I'm just
Oh, I'm here still. I'm just running the next activity. So Trinity is trained as a UX agent. I'm going to add some more specifications to her so that that she can actually upskill in her design skills. I've got a ton of books from Humble Bundle on all types of topics on AI, on software engineering in general, um, and I've got a couple of collections for design, and so training her on design will make her. It's almost exactly like that scene from The Matrix. I know kung fu. Um,
That's really cool. So basically, whatever you put inside of her is what she's going to retain and use
mm-hmm.
over time.
Yeah,
I love
I use I showed earlier off the Arachne rag pipeline tool,
it. Mm-hmm.
and basically um, I dog food Arachne heavily. Actually we specified that the BlackNode should use Arachne for its semantic search. So like if you're searching uh, for a candidate based on different skills, you could say, "Hey, give me a full stack engineer with um, with AI experience,"
Mm-hmm.
and it'll use semantic search to match against that,
Nice.
and rather than just keyword search. So you could use a natural request to find the the professional with the skills you want.
Nice. No more checking boxes. No more clicking drop downs. No more. I love it. I love where we're going. I love it.
All right. So you see over here, Claude Marcus sent a message over to to Trinity to um, have her create a design. Well, she already created her design doc, but we're also having her create. Oh, well, she made the CSS. I didn't mean for her to do that. Similar liar, right? I'm trying to keep track of usage because once that goes out, we're gonna. Oh, we're already at 90. All right. So I think we're going to stop when we run out of usage. I think
Which plan? What plan are you on? The Max?
I'm on max 5x. I'm probably gonna have to switch to 20x.
Yeah, I've been able to get by with the 5X so far.
No, I do some heavy usage sometimes, and
Really?
I did a little work earlier
Mm-hmm.
um, that brought me to 48%. So
They need to come up with a way where you can share your usage. Because I feel like,
so they have a team plan or whatever.
yeah, but like, what if I want to give some of mine to you because I haven't used mine as much this week. You know,
Yeah.
I have been using ours pretty excessively though, to be honest with you.
No, like I was, what was I working on before I came here? Oh, this is a cool thing. So I've also built a knowledge graph so that across across projects or across sessions, I can
Mm-hmm.
just say, of course, he's already got the context, so he won't need to do it. But in a new session, I can say,
Whoa. Let's just save it to memory, or what is it doing?
so Claude has a conversation file called, it's a JSON file that basically stores its current conversation completely. And
Mm-hmm.
so I built a RAG pipeline to take that and ingest it into a vector store, and basically now it can search that to get
Mm-hmm.
context, like full historical context. It's like, hey, we were talking about, you
Oh
know,
my god, I need that.
yeah.
I've been using memory, like saving to memory more often than normal.
Actually, I made a, where's Next.js?
Push it to open source so you
Yeah,
use it.
let me show you. Um,
I need that ASAP.
so it's under GitHub. I call it Total Recall. So
Total recall. That sounds about right.
I keep forgetting when it covers your chat window. So basically, like normally, if I say, I can say where were we in a cowork, because cowork doesn't work same way as Claude Code, so it doesn't have that ability. It
Mm.
should, at least. But yeah, it says like, this is a fresh session. I don't have any context. But when I do it in Claude Code, I ask where were we, and it comes up with, it does the semantic search, and it says, hey, this is what we were doing, and this was a fresh session.
Oh my god! You know how many times I've went back to Claude Code, especially after I took a break or something, and I left my laptop up, and I don't know, the connection failed, something happened, and it's like where I cleared, and yeah, completely lost all context of like everything. So send me that URL, please, so I can work it.
Well, look looks like we did hit the limit, but
so that means session number 2 happening, kicking off soon.
But we do have 2 new artifacts, so I will here's our design system showcase. Am I showing the right window? I keep forgetting to switch the window. Yeah, okay. So here's the showcase.
I like that.
Shows typography,
Wow.
buttons, danger, badges,
Wow.
form elements.
Whoa.
And that was pulled from your video. So like you see like even the color scheme of the video is embedded.
That's crazy. That is so crazy.
And this was 2 hours.
That's crazy.
We have the showcase, we have let me open the design spec. I mean the system spec. Which basically breaks down what we're building.
That's crazy.
Then we also have let's do to generate. It's so hard doing this by hand. It's like I normally just tell Claude to do this stuff.
I use the voice to have it voice transcription too. But I haven't figured out how to get it to work in VS Code. It works inside my cloud desktop.
Right. So I should be able to pass in the formats, output file, data. Oh.
A little bit.
So we say panda. I have the right ones open. Yeah. Say panda. So what we do have, let me show you. We have the product spec. We have our design system with samples,
Nice.
even loading samples. That's going to be awesome. And we have our team set up ready to code. Tune in
Nice.
next time, and we'll actually get the coding up and running.
Awesome. Love it. Love it.
Let's see. Let me look and see if there were any more comments. Okay. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining in, everyone.
Thanks, Michael. Good job. Sorry I popped on a little bit too late, but
Oh, no,
it
it's
was
fine.
fun.
The video should be live. Please ignore the call with my wife because I forgot to mute my mic while she was talking. I didn't know she would make a personal call while I was live streaming. But yeah, that's a little bit of my workflow. Like I said, the key is to get the specification before you start coding, because that ensures that your code quality will be higher than if you just go in there as like, I want to make a social network for black web professionals and techs. And so like right now they have a very good marching orders. And then with my setup with the team, you know, each team has their own role in building the product. Almost. So what it is like I said, we're going to move from writing code to managing a virtual team and being more of a product manager than we are developers. So we need to start thinking at a higher level as we do it. For me, this has been exciting because honestly, I love solving problems and coming up with solutions. I hate writing code. You know, like once I figured it out, my brain is like, okay, well, it's just you know, doing this stuff. And for me, coding isn't so much fun because, you know, like you're fighting with remembering all of this stuff, and the AI can do all of that for you. You know, it understand. You know, as long as you give it the proper context and the proper instructions, it can do all of this. Earlier, I showed off the code base for Arachne. You know, it's got documentation, developer guides, all of this fun stuff
Crazy.
that that the team built. You know, at my direction. You know, and let me see.
You should help me set up some teams in our code base, Michael.
And so, you know, it works in using GitHub. And so I can show you the project that we have. And I haven't been doing. I've been a bad boy in terms of keeping up with development on this, but I've had so much going on this week. It's been ridiculous. But there's our backlog. It'll show up in a few seconds. I'm sorry. You don't get to see real time. There's our backlog. Each item, again, written by the team, is detailed. You know, we can look at an actual user story. It gives acceptance criteria. It breaks it down and does all the linking to other stuff, and it's tracked on the project board.
Nice.
Then my sprint planning board, is where we go in to pull in new items. Let's see. We can go back. So this was the first 3 iterations, and that's what we delivered in the course of what, from the 15th, from the 16th to the 21st. So 5 days. We actually delivered 3 sprints.
Wow.
Oh,
It's crazy.
And so, like I said, it's a productivity booster. It's like you need to learn how to properly manage your coding agent, and it'll skyrocket. And like I said, this enables you to like take your personal projects and actually make something out of it.
Love it. Love it.
All right, unless there are any more comments, which I don't see any, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for now.
Yeah, good stuff.
And we can just do this, I guess, weekly.
Please do.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
As often as you can.
I'll keep my fingers off of the project because we want to build it live, and
Yeah.
I don't want to say we're not in a rush, but I mean, I think the better part of it is that this could be a learning environment. So we're building in public view of the group.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael, for doing this. I'm excited because I know everybody's starting to use these tools, and seeing it firsthand and seeing it directly from people within the group is really important. So yeah, and it's a project that we all been wanting. So it's great. It's awesome.
We could definitely I think the Facebook group should still remain, but I think coming into our own environment where we're not fed ads and we're not harvested for data, kind of makes it more special.
Love it. Awesome.
All right.
Well, if you got 5 minutes right after this, can I pick your brain for just quickly?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live video and catch everyone on the next session.
Bye.